One of the recipients for the 2021 SJ5K is Brendan Schuster, and today we are speaking with him and his dad. And can you just go ahead, Brendan, and share a little bit about yourself and then the problems that you're currently facing?
Yeah, so I'm 20 years old. I just turned 20 in September. I am now permanently paralyzed from the waist down. I did have my brachial plexus surgery a couple weeks ago on my right arm, to get that function back. We're just, trying to get back to where I was. Just a struggle, with just the equipment that I have. We're trying to get up to that, so I can be able to do what I used to do. And, yeah.
I'm so sorry. I read that you were in physical therapy and occupational rehab right now, and you just mentioned your surgery. So how has that been going, and do you have any short or long-term goals with that?
I just restarted therapy. It's nice. Right now for PT, I am, doing exercising on my legs, just to get those, moving and just the blood flow going. And then with OT, I have two occupational therapists at the moment. One is specializing on that right arm, and we start that actually next week. And that will take 6 months to a year, to even get that movement back. But right now we're just trying to focus on what I can do with my hand at the moment. But I have a lot of nerve pain in that hand, so it's a little difficult to do some things. And then with the other occupational therapists, I'm focusing on just strengthening my body, so I can do, like flyboarding or just moving around, trying to get place to place.
Doing what you're doing, physical therapy and all that takes so much determination, but obviously you can't do it alone. I read somewhere that your siblings and your parents have been there for you. What does this support mean to you?
Yeah, the support's huge, to keep me motivated, keep going. My parents are a huge factor. Always coming home from work or taking a day off, take me to therapy and just help me out there. Some days if we can't make it to therapy, they'll help me out the best they can with either trying to stretch my legs out or even my arm, just to help out what they can. And my brother and sister, they're also a big help, trying to help me make food or just doing things, that's a little difficult to do. But yeah, my family is what's keeping me motivated and determined, to get back to where I was.
Family is just so important. And now speaking to Mr. Schuster, what has been your reaction to the support from the SJ5K to Brendan?
Yeah, for us, having not known anything about it up until, 6 weeks ago when we heard or whatever the case was, it's exciting to know that people that we don't even know on a personal level care. We just had somebody drop off some snacks the other evening to us, and just kind, compassionate, good-hearted people that care, about my son's situation and, the goals that, we're trying to achieve. And, every time we turn around, we have an expense. And so they just called us and said that in order to put a 12-inch lift on his power chair so he can reach into the cupboards, they're was going to be $3,000, but they talked to some people and they got it down to $1,800. So I had to come up with that here in the next 2 weeks. So things like that were always surprising or having to put out money. It's great to know that people are caring and trying to help support us in that regard, as far as, getting some of that equipment possibly helped out for and things like that, So it's been great to meet some of the other families too and hear their stories. I mean, under the circumstances, the stories are terrible and you hate to hear about them, but a lot of people in life, bad things happen to good people. And so you hear their stories and you can sympathize with them and understand what they're going through.
Oh, yeah, of course. And like you said, bad things do happen to good people. And it's just like a reminder that life can change so quickly. But throughout your perseverance, you can keep going. And what does the future look like for you?
As of right now, I'm thinking of going to, school to, just pursue or do something, for a living. I used to do like physical labor. That was, things that I liked to do and I enjoyed doing. But as of right now, it's a condition. I think school is a big factor in what I'm going to be doing next.
This year's slogan is "We can go the distance," and you said that you want to go the distance for independence. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, being able to do things that I, used to do and just things that I can't do right now. Working with therapy and doing things, whether it's like trying to catch a ball or just things like that, even being able to drive again. I mean, I love, just going out, taking a drive and just, having that fun time to chill. So being able to do that too would be, something that'd be sweet.
I totally agree. Our guest has been Brendan Schuster, a recipient for this year's SJ5K, and you are listening to 88.1 The Park, Plymouth, and Canton's hit music.